hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending where you're tuning in from. I'm Coach Steph B, and I'm super happy, and at the same time, I'm super sad because this is day 5 of the Step Into Your Shine challenge. So I'm happy because you've come so far, you've come all this way, and I'm excited to celebrate and honor your newfound strength, your transformation, and how mindfulness has helped you really step out of your shell so you can step into your shine. But I'm also sad because it's the last day together. And, I've really enjoyed spending these days with you. I've absolutely loved receiving your work, receiving your comments, your questions, your worksheets. It's been a true honor to be with you these past few days. And I want to thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I do have some really cool announcements to make at the end. And I just want to remind you that as day 5, I have a special also bonus for you later today, which I will pop you an email or you will see it also in the bonus section. It is a special 45-minute live class via Zoom tonight, a Ballet Be Fit session, followed by a beautiful life manifestation meditation. So something that's very different and new, but that I have no doubt you will truly enjoy and love. So we have quite a lot to cover today, and I just want to make sure we go through everything. So let's begin right now. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. I'm going to remove my banner so it doesn't get in the way. And let us begin. So our program today, we're going to go a quick review of what we've learned so far, right? Then I really want you to take a moment and run through a quick evaluation of the work you have achieved, right? Then I want to give you the opportunity to understand that you have a really solid future potential in front of you, ahead of you, shining on that beautiful horizon of yours. Now you've stepped into your shine, that light is there and it is shining on that horizon, and it is time for you to realize what your future potential is and how you can walk towards that life of your dreams. And then we'll cover over some next steps. So we all started this journey with our common symptoms of anxiety, self-doubt, poor confidence, low self-esteem, stress, of feeling exhausted and worn out, of not having necessarily the best relationship with food or booze, having food as being either comfort or enemy, right, or a frenemy. We were all talking about the feelings of discomfort and bloating, and how sometimes, we don't recognize ourselves in our skin. About how we all go through those moments of mental and emotional tension, that feeling of overwhelm, foggy brain, lack of clarity, I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm going, etc. We talked about how some workouts that we used to do that used to be really great and have a positive impact on our body just don't work anymore. How because of all this stress and tension we experience, and having to spend a lot of time on computers and on phones and tablets, how we start experiencing neck, shoulder and back pain, and how this chronic pain pops up in places of our body. And how sometimes we just wake up and go through our days feeling absolutely blah, man, nothing feels right. Okay. And we all agreed that the common goal we actually have together is on balance, alignment, and fulfillment, right? So we all want to achieve balance, alignment, fulfillment. We want to feel better. We want to have a bit more of a constant mood. We want to ditch our diet mentality. We want to live without deprivation. We want to feel that we're fulfilled, we're happy, we're living with joy, right? And so the 3 areas of focus that I really invited you to let your mind ponder on over these past few days were the 3 vital pillars of mindset, of nutrition and movement. Mindset as a means to rebuild your confidence, to connect with yourself, with your core, with who you are. Nutrition, to be more attentive to the food that truly nourish and fuel you. And to and to use movement as a form of nurture and a way to bring about joy and well-being in your body and in your mind. So over these past few days, our process has been about reconnecting with our core, our soul, our spirit, our mind, our heart, and our body. We have worked on rewiring our brain, developing a new mindset that favors conscious decisions and attracts our desired life. We've looked at ditching the diet mentality in improving our relationship to food, in eating mindfully. We've exercised and moved our body in a way that energized us and elevated our mood. Just recall some of the joyful stretches we did on day 4. Or a simple workout, Ballet Be Fit workout we did on day 3. We looked at how we could balance our life with compassion and alignment, how we can invite happiness into our life through forgiveness and gratitude. So we learned how to become more aware and mindful. We understood the importance of accepting ourselves so that we can build confidence, we can reboot self-esteem and self-love. We discovered mindful movement as a form to nurture and bring about joy. We discovered mindful eating to better nourish and fuel the body. And as I just mentioned, we understood how practicing daily forgiveness and gratitude can bring happiness, and happiness is the baseline for you to work towards success. And finally, we're here to honor your transformation and alignment. Now, I want to ask you a question. I'm going to send this back to you, and I'm going to give you a minute or so to really review this. When we started on day 1, I want to ask you, did you stick to your commitment and your intentions, right? So I would like to hear how, if you take your sheet, day 1 sheet, which is all about setting your intention and your commitment for the week, I would like to know how this has mapped out for you. And without judgment, right? It is not about saying, I did great, I did blah, 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 I ticked all off the boxes, etc. No, it's just observing, what was your intention for this challenge? What were you committed to do to achieve this intention? And how have you done? Because, it's really important. Sometimes we have a tendency, and I know I'm the first one to do this. Sometimes we have a tendency to aim a little bit too high, or to set standards that are a little bit too high. And then we under-deliver on ourselves because we didn't realize how much work we were setting ourselves up to achieve, and we end up being disappointed, and we end up feeling a little bit as if we haven't performed as well, and we beat ourselves up, and that is not the goal. And I think it's really important to take a moment and truly become more aware and be real with yourself, being honest, right? So how have you done? I'm watching here for comments to come. I'm waiting for you to respond. I'm giving you a moment. Right. Now, I want to ask you Also, at the beginning of the 5 days, we looked at what might be the greatest challenge for the week and what might be the greatest gift for the week. Now, I want you to review that before you go back to that particular worksheet. I want you to answer right now, what was your greatest challenge this week and what was your greatest gift this week? So write that down. Once you've written that down, then you can compare with what you thought your initial challenge was and your greatest gift was. Sometimes you'll notice that what we had foreseen as a challenge before doing it, actually, once we look back at it, it isn't a challenge anymore. It wasn't that bad. And so it's important to appreciate what was that mindset we were in when we were looking into the week. Right? If we start going into a week feeling that something is actually going to be a lot harder than what it's meant to be, then maybe we can tweak our mindset and just shift our perspective a little bit to help us realize that nothing is ever as hard as it needs to be. You might notice in doing this exercise that you only had written down one gift. And today, after having brought in the practice of gratitude, maybe you are looking back at your week, realizing that you didn't have just one gift, but so many. And you have opened your eyes and opened your heart on so much more, right? Now, if you recall on day 1, you had a baseline quiz, and I want to invite you to review this baseline quiz. How do you compare today on day 5 with day 1? What has changed for you? What have you learned during these 5 days that you want to implement daily for the rest of your life? And how do you feel? I invite you to really take a moment and sit back and review what you've discovered over these 5 days. And I know you have, because I've received so many messages saying, I can't believe I'd never thought about being more mindful when I'm eating. I'm going to try this. I had never thought about just focusing on my body. I had never thought about expressing gratitude as a way to start feeling happier, right? I have no doubt every single one of you has learned something that you can take into tomorrow and the day after and the day after that. And now what I would like you to write down is how you feel. I feel, insert word, right? How far have you come on this journey? Really take a moment and realize how far you've come in just 5 little days. Imagine how far you could come in more days, in 14 days, in 21 days, in 12 weeks, right? We say it takes 21 days for change. Have a think about it. Are you ready to honor your transformation? I want you to take a moment together. We're going to create some space for your future potential. I really want you to concentrate here. I want to show you how mindfulness can help you become whoever you want to be. I want to show you how you can, rather than simply reacting to stressors in life, how you can feel more comfortable through this mindful practice, how you can realize what your true potential is. You know, a lot of the time we go about our days just listing our worries in our mind, worrying about work, worrying about mortgage, worrying about kids, parents, families, health, etc. And we tend to get overwhelmed. We start feeling tired of chores and choices. Choices, in fact, become a chore. What if instead of feeling overwhelmed or bored or stressed out about all this, we were able to take a step back and say, okay, one moment, that's overwhelm, or that's worry, or that's stress, right? Rather than just saying, ooh, I'm stressed, or oh my gosh, you have no idea what I'm going through. And I know I've had this, and I've said this myself sometimes, but you don't know what I'm going through. It's so stressful. But the reality is, if we take a moment to harness what we've learned in these 5 days, we do have the ability to take a step back and remove ourselves from a situation or from what is causing us the overwhelm or the stress or the anxiety, right? You've got to remember that what's really important to see is that you have full control over how you perceive that. Now, practicing mindfulness takes time for change to truly happen, right? Like I just mentioned, it takes 21 days to rebuild a new habit, right? Ironically, it takes 1 day to lose it. But it's a habit that I'm inviting you to build for a lifetime, because people who are successful at what they do make mindfulness a habit or a lifetime. And when I talk about success, I'm not talking just about work or career. I'm talking about life in general. I'm talking about living on your own terms. That is what success should be, right? It's about choosing how you want to wake up and how you want to show up in your life, how you want to be present, how you want to be living right now. I'm offering you through mindfulness a way to enhance your presence, your wisdom, your compassion, and your effect on the world inside of you, as well as outside and around you, to the absolute best of your ability, because you have the power to do that. You know, ask yourself this: how do I want to be when I'm older? Right? My stepfather is 81. He has a world of wisdom and a long life behind him, and he's achieved many amazing things, and he still does. One thing I've learned from him is he said to me one day, you know, Steph, in life, you always have a choice. You should always choose the one that is going to be the least stressful, the most beneficial, and the one that enables you to be mindful, right? Least stress, most beneficial, most mindful. And so what I want to invite you to do here is every time you realize you're distracted or you're getting a little bit overwhelmed, just take the time to acknowledge it. Take a moment to acknowledge through your thoughts and your consciousness and through your brain what is actually happening. So that if you experience stress, overwhelm, or anxiety, or if you're in a situation that makes you feel comfortable, you are able to actually take a step back, mindfully, mentally, consciously, to stop that feeling of anxiety and stress. You can start developing a different type of relationship to those feelings and emotions. Eventually, you'll actually become at ease with it. And when something arises that is causing you stress, anxiety, panic, overwhelm, you name it, you'll know exactly how to recognize it. You'll know exactly how to embrace it. You'll know exactly how to flick your switch and flip your script to turn it to your advantage, right? Recently, I was in a situation where I had to sit for an examination. And I walked into the room, I see one of the other fellow students sitting there, and I said to him, "How are you feeling?" "Oh, the nerves, I don't know. And I said to him, "But you have to believe in yourself. It's about being confident. You have the power to decide if you're going to be successful or if this is going to cost you." Right? You have the power to choose. And I said to him, what you need to do is understand how to harness and channel the energy from those nerves into success, into boosting your confidence, right? Because it is a form of energy, okay? When you get stressed, you get anxious, it's a form of energy. And so the key is to recognize this energy and flip it for it to become fuel and to ignite positive action, as opposed to keep you stuck into analysis paralysis, right? If you feel that this is strong and powerful, type a yes right now. Yes. Because it's a form of energy no matter what. And it's about understanding how to flip it and do something good with it. So as you learn how to embrace these emotions and feelings, as you start to develop a better understanding of your mind, I want to invite you to move through your day to day and remember the idea that you have become more aware, right? I want you to start looking through those new lens of awareness that you've developed. Simply being aware, being present for the sensations in your body, in your mind, and just remembering how it feels. Whenever you remember to do this, notice how amazing things happen. Notice how more beauty is around you. Notice how this naturally invites positivity into your life. Because all of a sudden, you're actually present. You're not throwing yourself in the future. You're not throwing yourself living in the past. You're just here. You are being. It's almost as if you're kind of cutting the negative feedback loop in your brain, you know those voices in your head, or you're not good enough, no, you're too old, or you're too this, you're not enough that. Boom, cut that tape, right? Physically do with your fingers the motion of scissors, right? Cut that tape. Once you stop that loop of negative thinking, which tends to fuel your emotion and stress and overwhelm, you'll start to actually become more present in your body and more present in what you're doing. You'll have better attention, better focus, better concentration. Therefore, you're going to work better. You'll be more efficient. Whatever you'll be doing in that moment, you'll be doing it with your whole heart, your whole soul, your body. And so you'll be doing it so much better. And you will therefore feel more fulfilled. It is such an ordinary, but also such an extraordinary feeling once you're able to harness this, right? So really, truly, today I invite you, today and over the next few days, to remember how to be present and simply be aware. So to recap, if you experience stress, overwhelm, or anxiety, or if you're in a situation that really makes you feel uncomfortable and you feel as if you want to run away, actually take a moment and recognize what is happening, right? Take a moment to develop a different relationship to what's causing this feeling or situation. Learn to embrace it. Learn to use that energy, channel that energy into something good, into something bigger, right? As you start to embrace, to channel and to flip it into positive energy, you will start to develop a deeper understanding of your mind and of yourself. So always simply remember this idea of being aware, being present in your mind and in your body. Okay? So this is the mindfulness that's creating space for your future potential. So with this, I want to invite you, I'm going to put a little music, I'm going to invite you to harness this feeling and cultivate joy, because right now I have no doubt you are feeling some form of excitement, right? So I want to invite you into this to really harness this feeling and have joy really programmed, encrypted into your mind. Okay? So let us begin. I want you to take a moment and sit comfortably in a quiet place or stand. And I want you to feel your spine nice and long, nice and tall. Take a deep breath in, inhale. As you exhale, relax your shoulders, your belly, and your thighs. Bring your attention to your head and your neck. Make the necessary adjustments so that you feel that your head is floating on top of your neck, ears floating above your shoulders, shoulders above your hips. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let your eyelids drop and close your eyes. Feeling into the connection between your hips, your legs, the earth, your feet. Take a moment to feel the ground beneath you. As you gently breathe in and out through your nose, allow yourself to get further settled into your position. So whether you are standing or sitting, establish some roots and strong connections with the ground. Start noticing the energy you receive back from the earth. I want you to take a deep inhale and really feel as if energy from below you is coming up and through your body into your mind. Feel how your connection to the support underneath you helps you feel tall, awake, alive. Remain connected to your body and your breath. Be aware of your body and your breath. Every time you inhale, feel your spine lengthening. Feel that energy making its way up along your spine, through the back of your neck and your head. Feel how your body seemingly breathes itself. Notice into the wonder of the rise and fall of your chest, the wonder of the continual movement of your breath. Soften into a deep feeling of gratitude for the body itself and for your breath. Mentally tell yourself, I thank my body for breathing for me. I thank my breath for fueling my body. Bring your attention to your heart and sense your heart opening to the miracle that is your body. Start to deeply recognize all the wonderful ways in which your body functions. Start to deeply recognize all the amazing ways in which your body and your mind allows you to connect with your world. Feel your heart open to the miracle of your breath. Conjure up a heartfelt gratitude as you delve into present moment of awareness. Recognize how precious and extraordinary your breath and your body are. As you get deeper and deeper into this feeling of mindfulness and awareness, feel how your body is softening and actually opening up into this awareness. Feel all the tension release from your forehead, your shoulders, your neck, your belly, your thighs, your calves, your feet. And then intentionally and ever so lightly, start smiling to yourself. Just turn up the corners of your mouth delicately and start smiling. Notice how your body is reacting to this subtle smile, and turn and tune in towards that sensation. This sensation is labeled as happiness, as joy, as bliss. So simply hold it in and harness it. Hold your subtle inner smile and explore. Notice what arises in your mind and your body as you smile to yourself. A simple act of smiling for you. Notice how this sensation of joy is available to you right here, right now, on demand. And just by doing something as simple as sitting or standing still, watching, observing, noticing yourself right here, right now, the more you can be present, the more you can free yourself from thinking about what comes next, the more you can free yourself from ruminating on what has already happened, the more you are available to notice this joy. Notice how joy doesn't so much arise from you, but joy is revealed, because joy is available to you whenever you wish. Joy is available to you when you are available to be nowhere other than right here, right now, for yourself. Take a moment to rest your body in this pure state of joy. Identify with this bliss as who you really are. You are joy. This feeling you are experiencing right now in this present moment is happiness. It is joy. It is bliss. It is what remains when you drop all your superficial thinking and doing. It is what remains when you are nowhere else other than the present right here in this moment. This joy is you. Joy is your natural state. Recall this sensation and remember that this joy as you is available to you at any time. Anytime you would like to come back to this feeling of joy, all you need to do is stop what you are doing, take a step back, and just tune in and notice. Because right here, you can acknowledge the ease and the spaciousness. Acknowledge the gratitude and awe. Acknowledge your inner smile and the sensation of joy. Cultivate this sensation of joy. Get to know joy in this moment and make a promise to yourself to remember joy, to turn towards joy, and to notice who it is that you truly are, even as you return to your day. Bring joy with you. Cultivate joy in your life. Every single moment of your day, joy is available to you. How are we feeling? Good? Good, right? Bringing joy is accessible to all of us, right? And it is about becoming happy. And happy is the first step to you moving into your success. So I do now want to share with you and remind you, my mission is to empower women just like you and me to connect or reconnect with themselves, to swap stress for bliss, to let go and release mental, physical, and emotional tension, to fall in love with your body once and for all, and to just fall in love with your life so you can live the life of your dreams. I hope in these past 5 days you've been able to have a glimpse of what my method is like, because I enable women to focus on their success by enabling them to develop the mind of a yogi, the heart of a runner, and the body of a dancer. When we work together, you become the master of self-efficacy when it comes to your well-being, your self-care, and living a healthy lifestyle through daily fitness, simple clean eating, organic wine pairing, and cultivating joy. Wherever you are in the world, we can connect through this community of incredible women like you, like me, who are ready to ditch the diet mentality and to find balance between demanding ambitions and vital, necessary self-care needs. So are you ready to level up and work with me? I'm super excited now to share this brand new, fresh offer that I have, because with this, you'll really, really wake up every morning feeling fresh and energized. You will feel joy throughout your entire being, and you will be on your way to freedom and living the life of your dreams. Like I said, to work with me, you need to be ready, right? You need to be ready to swap, tweak, change certain things. You need to truly have the desire to achieve balance, alignment, and fulfillment. If balance, alignment, and fulfillment are not what you want to achieve in life, then you can simply stop and leave. But if balance, alignment, and fulfillment are what you truly desire, then we need to talk. Right? If you have a true desire for joy, happiness, and well-being, then I can help you. You've got to be ready to flick the switch and flip the script. So my offer to you is to invite you to love your body and reboot, right? So this is a program that will enable you to level up your mindfulness game so you can achieve a deeper sense of self-awareness. So we'll get a little deeper into that compared to what we did during the 5 days. This will give you a chance to make concrete changes in your life. You'll learn how to tweak your lifestyle to better serve your wants and needs. You'll really get to boost your self-esteem, body image, and confidence. You'll discover your absolute untapped potential, and you will build mental, emotional, and physical strength. So with this program, this is a 14-day program. You get a step-by-step success manual, a recipe guide with over 30 delicious, nutritious recipes, 2 suggested meal plans, daily support tools, daily support email, daily affirmation to set your vibe up for the day, a food diary to deepen your knowledge of what truly fuels you. That's really important to build the relationship with food and understand what nourishes you. So that's the kind of the mindful eating side of things. You'll get 7 guided meditations, 7 workouts, and we'll have 2 kickoff and wrap up calls. So we'll have one at the beginning of the 14 days and we'll have one at the end. There'll be lots of surprise bonuses along the way. You've probably noticed by now I love to give bonuses. Now, if you sign up within the next 72 hours, you'll also get a complimentary 30-minute private coaching consultation session call with me. And I will give you access for 30 days of unlimited access to my FitFab workouts. So where you can get live classes, replay classes. I teach 9 classes a week. So you can get access to all of that on top of all this. And I will invite you to join me on my private 4-day mini cleanse that I'm going to be doing next week. And I'm not actually opening it up to anyone normally, but this is something special I'm going to do next week and share my 4-day mini cleanse with whoever wants to do it with me. That'll be complimentary if you sign up for the Love Your Body Reboot program in the next 72 hours. So, how do I get, there we go. Come back here. There I am, back in the room. Okay, so like I mentioned, Love Your Body Reboot is a 14-day program. It covers mindset, nutrition, and movement. It is at the special launch price of $77. And if you sign up today or within the next 72 hours, you'll get the full program plus all these fast action bonuses, plus my 4-day mini cleanse invitation next week, which is super cool, super fun, super easy to do. It's Memorial Day next weekend here in the US. I know there's lots of, it's usually a bit of a 3-4 day where things get a little bit out of whack, and it's good to just take a few days to kind of realign a little bit and cleanse a little bit the digestive system. So here we have it. So super excited. I will pop the registration links and I'll email all this to you. It'll be just easier for me to put everything in a nice little email later on. I'll also send you the link for our Zoom session at 5 p.m. today. And that is it. You can catch everything on the replay in your portal. Thank you so much for these 5 days. I truly hope that this has helped you, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thankfully, we have a bonus session tomorrow, this evening, sorry. So I'll see you then. Ciao.